Hi guys and welcome back. Now today I'm going to talk about my top 6 favorite foundations. Foundation application is the first step in beauty makeup. With the right kind of knowledge about the various products available in the market, you can choose what works best for you. But before I share my reviews on the top 6 foundations, I'm going to first talk about the different undertones and how one should choose a foundation based on your own undertone. Now there are 3 categories of undertones: warm, cool and neutral. We Asians and Indians mostly tend to have a warm undertone, and hence the foundation that we should opt for should have a yellow base. You can determine your undertone by looking at your wrist or your neck if it isn't really very evident from your face. Well, the trick here is when the base completely disappears into your skin, that is the correct application and the correct shade for you. Okay. On this note, let's get started with the top 6 foundation. First foundation on my list is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Now I've heard raving reviews about this product, and what is incredible is that it comes in 40 shades covering both warm, cool and neutral undertones. Well, I use the shade 230 and I've been using this for a while. The texture is extremely creamy, but however it doesn't really come with a pump dispenser. That is something I really miss having in this product. You will have to invest in a pump dispenser for hygiene point of view. Well, in terms of the coverage is buildable. You could go from a medium to a high coverage using this foundation. Personally, I feel that this foundation is extremely good for anyone with an oily skin. This is going to be your holy grail. It has a mattifying property. So I personally would recommend this for anyone with an oily skin. Now I have an oily T-zone, so before using this foundation I make sure that I moisturize the rest of my face really well, and then I'm good to go for the rest of the day. Well, what's amazing is that this is super affordable, priced at around 575 INR rupees. But however, if I have to really comment on a drawback, it isn't paraben free. So anyone who's really particular about using foundations that are paraben free, this one's not for you. But overall, it's thumbs up from me. So guys, next on my list is NARS Sheer Glow foundation. Now this product is my holy grail, and I personally use it in all my bridal clients or even my personal day-to-day wear. It comes in an impressive array of 20 shades covering warm, neutral and cool tones. What I wear is the shade Barcelona. Now it comes in a 30 ml bottle, and again the pump dispenser is missing. You could get yourself a pump dispenser from NARS as well. I would prefer something that has a dispenser. Now this is a water-based foundation and it melts like butter into the skin. The finish is very glowy and makes you look really fresh. Now the coverage is amazing, exactly how I like it, enough to conceal any blemishes or inconsistency in your skin. Now this absolutely doesn't make the skin look cakey, which is a major plus point for me. Now something that I'm inclined to say about this particular foundation is that it's apt for all skin types. You just have to make sure you moisturize your face well and later set your face well with a nice setting powder, and I think you're good to go for the rest of the day. Downside for this product, well, first and foremost thing, it's not available in India, and secondly it's slightly on the expensive side, around $50. So it isn't really a very cheap product for the amount that you have in it, but again it's worth the investment. Oh yes, and there is no SPF in it, so it's absolutely good for flash photography. So guys, next on my list is the Makeup Forever HD Ultra HD foundation. This foundation has one of the finest formulae that I have seen in any of the products that I've used. Now this is an oil-free foundation, so it's extremely good for oily skin. For anyone with a dry skin wanting to use this, make sure you hydrate your skin really well, otherwise it could possibly get a little patchy in your dry areas. Now in terms of coverage, it has a buildable coverage, so from a medium to a high coverage you could build on that. Drawback here is that it dries super quick. Make sure you buff the product as soon as you apply it. Now well, it comes with a pump dispenser, so of course I love it. Now this comes in an impressive array of 40 shades covering warm, cool and neutral undertones. In terms of the finish isn't very matte, but isn't really too dewy also. It's just how you would like it, very natural and very lightweight. Now overall I really love this foundation, but a precaution here is that make sure you set your base well, just to ensure that this foundation doesn't move after maybe a couple of hours of wearing it. Now next on my list is actually a new addition to my kit, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. Now this is new to my kit and I'm absolutely not regretting this investment. It's absolutely worth every penny you spend. The coverage is beautiful, buildable and very easy to work with. This is fabulous for someone with an oily or a combination skin type, not really for a dry skin person. Now the semi-matte formula in this gives a very natural, lightweight kind of a finish. Priced at close to $54. This isn't really a very cheap purchase, but again for 30 ml of a bottle it is slightly on the expensive side. Now it stays in place even after hours of wearing it, doesn't oxidize, and this certainly is my go-to product. Well guys, if you're someone who likes a really light coverage and a foundation that just mattifies your skin and makes it look like your skin, well Dior New Dare is your best friend. Now this has a really nice silky texture and actually has a very luminous impact on the skin. I love using this on my clients, mostly my clients with a mature skin or someone who is just in general fond of very super light makeup. Now this also has an SPF in it, so it's extremely apt for everyday use. It has an SPF of 25. A major drawback for this product is that there are fewer options, so getting your right skin tone might actually be a challenge. You might actually end up mixing two different foundations to get your skin shade, and also that it's priced at close to $54, which is again pretty expensive. But again, for an everyday use, for someone who wants a super light coverage, this is I definitely give it a thumbs up. So well guys, the next product and also the final product on my list is the LOreal HD Pro Coverage Foundation. Now this illuminating HD foundation is extremely lightweight, is super affordable and comes in innumerable shades actually. And it also has a white foundation which is actually a great investment for any makeup artist. You can actually play around with the colors. Now the overall finish for this foundation is very dewy, which is something I love. Now if you are someone with a very oily skin, make sure you set your base really well. But if you are someone with a dry skin, this is your holy grail. In terms of coverage, it's fairly medium and you could build on it, and definitely a thumbs up for this product. So with this you guys comes an end to today's video. I hope this was useful and will give you a variety of options to choose from when opting for a foundation. Always look at your skin tone before buying a foundation. Also do test out a foundation for a couple of hours before you actually go ahead and invest in it. Now if you like my video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. So for all future updates for makeup trends and products and any bridal work that I'm doing, please go ahead and follow my Insta and Facebook page. I'm also conducting my makeup workshops in New Delhi, so it's a great opportunity for all of you wanting to learn makeup. Please head to my Instagram and Facebook page to know more about my workshops or exhibitions or makeup trends or any other work that I'm doing. And I'll see you in my next video.